Hello, my name is Dipali Agarwal, student of MBA IP University. I am here to present a topic under strategic financial management. So, the topic is dividend. The what are the forms of dividend a company can offer to its shareholders? Before we comes on the forms of dividend, we have to understand what is dividend. A dividend is a share of profits and retained earnings that a company pays out to its shareholders. When a company generates a profit and accumulates retained earnings, those earnings can be neither reinvested in the business or paid out to shareholders as a dividend. The annual dividend per share dividend by the share price is the dividend yield. As a word said by me, retained earning. What is retained earning? Retained earning are the portions of a business, the profits that are not distributed as dividend to shareholders but instead are reserved for reinvestment back into the business. Normally, these funds are used for working capital and fixed purchases or allotted for paying of debt obligations. Next, what is dividend yield? Dividend yield is a financial ratio that measures the annual value of dividends received relative to the market value per share of a security. In other words, the dividend yield formula calculates the percentage of a company's market price of a share that is paid to shareholders in the form of dividends. Next, what is stockholders' equity? Stockholders' equity is also known as shareholders' equity. It is an account on a company's balance sheet that consists of share capital plus retained earnings. It also represents the residual value of assets minimum liabilities by rearranging the original accounting equation. The equation is assets is equal to liabilities plus stockholders equity. It can also be expressed as stockholders equity is equal to assets minus liabilities. Now we studies how this dividend works. A dividend's value is determined on a per share basis as is to be paid equally to all shareholders of the same classes. The payment must be approved by the board of directors when a dividend is declared. It will then be paid on a certain date known as the payable date. So these are some steps how it works. First, the company generates profits and retained earning. Second, the management team decides some expressed profit should be paid out to shareholders. Third, the board approves the planned dividend. Fourth, the company announces the dividend. Fifth, the dividend is paid to the shareholders. Now we comes what are the types of dividend. First, cash dividend. A cash dividend is the most common form of the dividend. The shareholders are paid in cash per share. The board of directors announces the dividend payment on the date of declaration. The dividends are assigned to the shareholder on the date of records. The dividends are issued on the date of payment, but for distributing cash dividend, the company needs to have positive retained earnings and enough cash for the payments of dividend. Second, bonus share. Bonus share is also sometimes called as stock dividend. Bonus share are issued by the company when they have low operating cash but still want to keep the investors happy. Each equity shareholder receives a certain number of additional shares depending on the number of shares originally owned by the shareholder. Third, share repurchases. Share repurchases occurs when a company buys back its own share from the market and reduces the number of shares outstanding. This is considered as an alternative to the dividend payment as cash is returned to the investors through another way. Fourth, property dividend. The company makes the payment in the form of assets in the property dividend. The assets could be any of this equipment, inventory, vehicle, or any other assets. The value of the assets has to be restated at the fair value while issuing a property dividend. Scrip dividend. Scrip dividend is a promissory note to pay the shareholders later. This type of dividend is issued when the company does not have sufficient funds for the issuance of dividend. Last but not the least, liquidating dividend. When the company returns the original capital contributed by the equity shareholders as a dividend, it is termed as liquidating dividend. It is often seen as a sign of closing down the company. So these are the types of dividend. Next, the top of 5 dividend policies adopted by the firms. First, stable dividend policy. When a firm constantly pays a fixed amount of dividend and maintain it for all the times to come regardless of fluctuation in the level of its earnings, it is said to have pursued a relatively stable dividend policy. In such a policy, stakeholders are measured of fixed dividend per share. Second, policy of no immediate dividend. There are some circumstances like first, a few and rapid growing concern which needs steady amount of funds to finance the expansion programs. Second, when the firm access to capital market is difficult or even availability of funds is costlier. Where shareholders have agreed to accept higher return in future or they have strong preference for long-term capital gain as opposed to short-term dividend income. Third, policy of regular extra dividend. Extra dividend are declared only in the year when the earnings exceed the annual dividend requirement by some given amount. Whether or not the extra dividend will be declared depends on a number of factors, among which the important ones are accepted funds requirements, the desired level of liquidity, and expectations about future earning levels. Fourth, policy of regular stock dividend. Firm pursuing this policy pays dividend in stock instead of cash. Stock to pay dividend are designated as bonus share, which are very frequently used to capitalize reinvested re-earnings of the firm. Issue of bonus share does not at all affect liquidity positions of the firm. It increases indeed the shareholding of residual owners, but not their equity in the firm. Fifth and the last, policy to pay irregular dividend. Firm following these policies does not pay out fixed amount of dividend per share. Instead, dividend per share is verified in correspondence with the change in earning level. Larger the earning means higher the dividend, and the vice versa also. This policy is based on management's beliefs that shareholders are entitled to dividend only when earnings are liquid positions of the firm. I hope you all understand what is dividend and these types and why the firms adopt these policies. Thank you so much.